Dave from Orlando, and you're watching the Daily Grind.
Shut the fuck up. Run me over. Run me over.
Yeah, that happened.
It was so dumb.
Yeah, you guys can see the title of the video. We'll narrate the video and show you guys what happened.
Yeah,
it's pretty.
We'll kind of walk you through the entire process. Of
and I want to
what
apologize.
happened.
I'll explain my actions and I'll explain to you what I did right and what I did wrong.
Yeah, there were a lot of
There's a lot of things I could have not done.
That could have done right, better.
Yeah.
Maybe have left out.
Yeah,
but
yeah, you guys will get to learn a lot in this video of who I am.
So we're coming back from the shooting range. We met up with Torrin in the morning. Just go to the range, shoot off a few rounds. Get that trigger finger going again. And we're coming back, decided to get some food, right? But of course, Waba Grill was closed, so we made a little U-turn coming back, and we wanted to turn left into this little plaza.
If you guys can imagine, there's 4 lanes, 2 going one direction, 2 going the other, and then the center is divided by a center turn lane, a median lane. And we signal to go into the center lane to pull into a plaza, which is only about 50-ish feet away from us.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get back halfway into the driving lane because another car was squeezing into the same spot, and then I proceeded back into it. This is when, was that a BMW? SUV luxury car ends up splitting the lane with me, honking, and then I did a fairly immature thing of giving him the middle finger.
Of course.
And then we pull into our food spot, and this is what happens. All right, this guy wants to do some road rage right now. This guy almost hit me in my middle lane, and he's trying to yell at me right now. So I don't understand your problem.
Hey, dude.
I'm turning in left turn, and you're going on a left turn.
Where you going, man?
You watch where you're going. You're about to hit me.
And don't be throwing up your middle finger, man, and motherfuckers that you don't know.
So we pulled over. We're getting ready to, just get our food, and there's a car next to us. That was this guy that tried to not cut us off, but we almost hit because he was in our lane too, and he's yelling at us. So we get outside so we can hear him a little bit better. And I see Mike over there. He's like gesturing a lot. I'm like, what's going on? And then in my head I'm thinking, oh shit, like something's gonna go down, and Mike pulls out his camera, he starts recording. I'm thinking, wait a minute, this guy's not gonna be recording while he's arguing with the guy.
World
I'm like,
star. On my side, when I pulled over, a few seconds later, this SUV pulls up next to me. I immediately recognized that that's the guy that we had that incident a minute before. He starts saying stuff. When I rolled my window down just a little bit, I realized he's yelling at me. So what do?
yeah,
Immature me steps out of the car and confronts him. As we're yelling, there's a lot more to the video, but I didn't record it all. I pull out my camera and I start vlogging for you guys. This guy is dumbfounded, I'm talking to a camera. So he's already confused, already angry.
I was confused.
I'm like, this is where our priorities are. Here's this guy yelling at me. Who knows if he has a weapon? And here I am pulling out my camera.
Before this, he was making threats do you know who you're messing with? Do you know who you're messing with?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you gotta do shit, man.
Yeah. To give you guys a little bit of background, me and Henry come from the ghetto of Sacramento, and when I get angry or when things like this happen, I revert back to things I remember as a young man, and it's not pretty. The Michael you guys know now is not the Michael that was back then. So when this happened, I became straight up street. Hand gestures were different, language was different. I don't even know when I put my hoodie on, but apparently I flipped up my hoodie and I'm like, what you gonna do about it?
You can see probably hand gestures in the video too. It's what are we talking about?
So that little segment, I was actually fairly calm already because I was gonna do the professional approach to him. But then when he said, you don't know who you're messing with, I turned off the camera and I flipped the switch.
Yeah, and at that point I was like,
yeah,
I think we're gonna fight. I think we're gonna fight.
So the next scene, he already stepped out of the car, goes to the back of his car, and I'm already there, and I'm like, it's gonna happen.
Yeah. At that point, I was like, okay, something's gonna go down. I think we're gonna fight, right? That's why we you handed me the camera. I thought,
oh yeah.
I think you were telling me to record, but in my head, okay, we don't want to break this.
Yeah, I grabbed the camera out of my back pocket. And I hand it to Henry. I said, Henry, film this. Henry, film this. But Henry doesn't, and I'm yelling at the guy. And I don't really want to say what we were yelling about, but it was not good language. And we were squared up, and I really don't care. I will throw down if I have to. I look over at Henry. He's not recording. I'm kind of actually mad. Record this, Henry, right? And then that's when Henry records it, and he actually ends up getting back into his car. He's gonna kick my ass. Bro, it's not that big of a deal. Just calm down. Go with her. Why? You're the one coming up on me. You didn't whip my ass?
So like the entire time I'm like thinking, oh my gosh, like I'm hungry, I just want to eat. Now I gotta get in a fight with this guy, and why is Michael recording something?
I have my camera, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. But that was pretty much my party. It's kind of messed up, but it's like, okay, gotta eat, but I guess we gotta handle some business first.
I gotta fight first. He gets back in his car, and I guess I go up to his window, and I have very, very little fear of death. It's stupid. He says he's gonna run me over, and what do? Henry's filming my feet.
I'm filming at this point. Like I'm trying to like capture the car. I'm trying to see where Mike is. Trying to make sure like I'm not gonna get hit or anything too. And
that's
you're
me.
reading this.
Yeah, that's me. I'm in front of. Okay, I just know it laughing matter. I'm just trying to explain to you guys. But he said he was gonna run me over, and I said, "Do it." I put out my hands. You can see in the video, Henry's recording my feet, but my hands are like this, walking in front of his car. I have very, very little fear of death. And if he's gonna try something, he can try it.
Run me over. Run me over. Henry, run me over. You trying to play? Stupid ass. Look at this guy. Anyways, this is the thing with road rage. This guy almost hits us. Anyways, let's go eat.
Too.
Oh man, like, replaying this video.
Watching him, he's got like a little swagger as he's walking back towards the car.
Oh my god. I said run me over. We're watching the video.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the plate too.
We can. Oh my gosh. And then I go back to vlogging. I'm hungry. Oh right. Man.
Yes, we get to eat.
So what I'm trying to say is there's a couple things that we did right and did wrong. Actually, more wrong than right.
Well, we'll start off with what went wrong. One, I think it was on the other guy's part. He came around and went back towards us.
Yes. Well, let's go even back further. I was already in the middle lane, so I already claimed the lane for a left turn, and it was that my turn lane was coming up, so my driveway was coming up to get to the food place. So he had no right to be in my lane. I already established it was mine. He honks, which is his bad. I give him the middle finger, which is my bad. So on that part, we could have not honked and given the middle finger to be more mature about it. But to start the initial process, it was my lane I was turning in.
And then on his side, like he came around, he was turning back where we came from. So he actually like made a U-turn to come back and like go after us.
Yeah. And the stupid thing with that is you guys will get to see, I kind of flipped the video because I want to show you what happened. We actually just came from the shooting range. So we have loaded guns in the car. Yeah. So on his side, luckily we're nice people. It could have been bad if he really tried something because we have guns in the car. And there's two of us versus one guy, no matter how big he is. If I get knocked out, Henry can potentially go after him for me. So on his side, it's pretty stupid to come back to the parking lot and confront those people that gave you the middle finger. It's just a gesture.
Mike was a little verbal. I would say more than verbal. He was very aggressive.
Yeah.
Is definitely the good word.
Yeah, I would say I was pretty aggressive.
You were super aggressive.
I mean, that's me reverting back to like protection mode. I'm not a fight guy, not a flight guy. Have you guys heard of that theory? So I mean, he's coming up on us, and I'm not gonna be caught up in my car when he tries to pull a gun or come up and try to kick me or hit me, right? So yeah, I mean.
Yeah. So I mean, well, there's like two notes on that one too. Like super aggressive. And that was like not escalating, but you were allowing the situation to like continue.
Yeah. I didn't de-escalate the situation, which I was going to because he looked like a very nice man, like a very nice younger man.
It was a nice car.
Nice car, nicely dressed, spoken very well. And honestly, to put the ghetto word in there, I was way more ghetto than him because when I get you watch the video, when I get angry, I do like hand gestures. My face is different. I put my hoodie on. I don't know when. So on that scale, I was the stupid guy, but he also continued the aggression by saying, you don't know who you're messing with. That's when I flipped my switch. And then he threatened to run me over, run us over.
Yeah, there were definitely a few threats
out
there.
I was more of like puffing up my chest to get him to back off, but he was doing all the specific threats to us, which made me get bigger and bigger and bigger and more angry. So I would say during the communication part, I could have de-escalated, but he escalated really high. Because I could have told him I got a gun in the car, and I would have just flipped that switch really high, and then he could have left or called the cops. And I didn't do that because I thought about it. So with the verbal language portion, he definitely should have calmed down, and I would have calmed down because I was considering talking to him at a more mellow tone anyways. And then I would say on the him leaving, definitely props to him for being the bigger man at that point to leave the situation, because for him it's not smart. You don't know who we are, and you don't know what we're capable of. We might be a freaking ninjas. And on top of that, there's 2 of us versus 1. So definitely props to him for being mature about to leave, but not leaving and telling me you're gonna run me over. That's just stupid. That made me flip a second switch, or a third switch by that time, 4th switch.
Yeah, you blew all your switches.
And that's where, my circuit broke. That's where I went up to his car and just kind of put my hands out, run me over. Like, I don't really care, run me over. And so for him leaving, props to him. For him making those last verbal comments, it's more like, I'm gonna get the last shot in. Stupid on him. For me, stupid on me of putting myself in front of the car. I mean, that's just stupid. If he did decide to run me over,
yeah, I can't drive back. It's a stick.
It's a stick. Oh my god. Yeah, we wouldn't have been driven back. I've probably been out for a while. I might have been dead. So bad on him, bad on me on the both parts.
What did I learn? Well, I mean, like, there's a lot of ways to not let the situation escalate. Yeah, that's for one thing.
That's really responsible of me right now. Go ahead.
And then I guess another thing is just to, like, you know, don't go looking for trouble. Like, you don't know who's gonna be in that car. If he's gonna be a gangster, he's gonna be tatted up, got knives, guns. Yeah. You know, he made threats too. I thought he might have had a gun in the car.
Yeah, I mean,
that's why I was like, shoot, we might have to do something.
He could have had a why? Because yeah, he could. I mean, he didn't know who we were. We could have been like Asian gangsters, and you guys know those exist, and those are scary gangsters, Asian gangsters. And legitimately, we were Asians with guns in the car because we just came from the shooting range. So I mean, that was pretty stupid on his side.
Yeah. I mean, like, side note too, I'm not sure if you guys are following like CNN, but there were those Asian gangsters that broke out of the prison.
There we go.
Yeah, they were super young.
Yeah.
Shoot, guy looks like him too.
Yeah, see? What did I learn from this whole ordeal was, I mean, I learned that my upbringing has not left me. I'll tell you guys more in more other vlogs. You guys seen the area I grew up in. And it's not nice, and that's why I have like a thick, hard skin when it comes to things like this. I don't back down. That's something I definitely have to get better at, because if I have kids or people in the car, I should have maybe just said, all right, sorry, and just let him go, and let him scream and just kind of walk off rather than confront him. That's probably what I could have done better, was just not even address it, kind of ignore the situation. But what I did well,
I mean, you handled yourself.
Hey, Mike's got, I got some, yeah.
I know.
Cojones, huh? Cojones. That's stupid. I say like we're making fun of it now just because it's funny. Yeah. I mean, but it's no laughing matter.
We gotta laugh it off a little bit too, because I mean, it was serious, but it can't, be super somber.
Not proud of it at all. That's why I'm sharing this with you. We're doing like basically a debrief of what happened, what we can do better, and what not to do next time, because and what we did well. That way this doesn't happen again. So I know for sure is to calm my middle finger down, because that fat dong's definitely rubbed off on me. And probably just let the situation de-escalate. And also make Henry record me rather than my feet.
Yeah. Hey man, I was just getting ready too, gotta put the camera away. Okay.
I wanted you to record the World Star moment. We can go. You know how big the channel would be? Okay. Anyways, guys, don't fight. It's not worth it. It was definitely stupid, but I make mistakes to let you guys see it so you guys can not make the same mistakes. I'm currently editing this video for you guys, and it ends abruptly because it's quite a long video and our explanation for it. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is don't get into fights, avoid the road rage, not worth it, and definitely a stupid situation, but I want to show you guys, and Henry and I want to explain to you guys what not to do, and this crap happens. Just be very careful. Mad props to this guy for not saying any racial slurs or, I don't know, do anything else stupid. So respect for him, and hopefully this doesn't ever happen to anyone. But if you guys watched it till the end of this video, go ahead and let me know if you guys have had any like crazy fight moments or road rage moments. I'd like to kind of read them in the comments below. Definitely not a proud moment, but something that I wanted to share with you guys to make sure you guys know that shit can happen. And that's today's daily grind, right, Henry? Yeah, I'm gonna complete the other videos now. Back to work. Watch the complete fight sequence of ours later. Alright, this guy wants to do some road rage right now. This guy almost hit me in my middle lane, and he's trying to yell at me right now. So I don't understand your problem.
Hey, dude.
I'm turning in left turn, and you're going on a left turn.
Where you going, man?
You watch where you're going. You're about to hit me.
Dog. And don't be throwing up your middle finger, man, and motherfuckers that you don't know.
Gonna kick my ass, bro. It's not that big of a deal. Just calm down. Go with our head.
Why? You're the one coming up on me. You didn't whip my ass? Shut the fuck up.
Y'all run your
Dumbass
ass over.
motherfucker. Run me over. Run me over. Henry, get this. Run me over. You trying to play? Stupid ass. Look at this guy. Anyways, this is the thing with road rage. This guy almost hits us. Anyway, let's go eat. Some good memories. We had a lot of cool cars come through here. If you guys remember, M3s, Z4s, a bunch of Subarus.